Thomas.
Gosh, they make the show so dramatic. Do you see why I get so worked up? It's so dramatic. Okay, can I tell you this right now? I used to get in arguments with Sherry about watching this show. She would compare it to the NFL, and she's like, it's like watching football for you. I'm like, please, these are athletes. I get just as excited about watching this now as I do about watching football games. Damn, she got me. She got me good. Katie Thurston, Bachelorette, season 17, episode 4. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Joshua Davis, here with the Bachelor Bro Review, episode 4. We already know what's going down. We saw what happened with Thomas last week. It's starting to get riled up in the house. I'm excited. Let's get into it. I could just see them going to Thomas to be like, hey, look, we need some extra B-roll, and the guys don't like you anyway, so can you just jog around this area? Yeah, no, we're just gonna get different angles. Just jog, you know, just a little bit. So much of this stuff is staged by producers so they can get the footage they need, you know? It's just kind of funny when you see it, because like I'm sure dude goes for jogs, but it's just, you know, the timing. He's in the same outfit that he's in the scene. Did he really go for a jog right in the middle before this? I don't know, guys. I'm just putting it out there.
Thomas basically buried himself with what he told us today, coming out and saying that when I came out here, I wanted to be the Bachelor.
Come on, dude. Like, I love Trey, but I don't. These guys all coming at Thomas now. Thomas seems shady, but these guys are coming at him for thinking just that he could potentially be the Bachelor before he got there. Every single one of those dudes just thought the exact same thing. Come on now. So the fact that they're making such a big deal out of it, I don't think it's that thing by itself. I think it's all the shadiness and manipulation he's done besides that. And then they use that as the main big thing, right? Oh yeah, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. We're gonna have new content, finally, not just Bachelor stuff, but we're gonna have more Bachelor stuff each week as well. So if you're here for the Bachelor, Bachelorette reviews, thank you. We appreciate it big time. I love having you guys here.
What's going through your mind?
What's the deal with these shoulder reps? I don't know what that is, homie, okay? I just gotta be real with you. I don't know what that is. Yo, if the cameras are coming, I'm tightening up. Like, I'm gonna make sure everything's perfect posture, you know? I'm gonna look like I do this for a living.
Like, I've always been someone who tries to go above and beyond and uplift people. It exacerbates things like, oh, he's not being honest.
Thomas he does say the right thing. Sirens outside. If you're hearing him, it is what it is, LA. He doesn't seem remorseful. He just seems like, still seems like he's putting it on. Everybody else just doesn't get who I really am. That's a lot of people to not really get who you are when you're showing them who you are. So he seems like the kind of dude that might be like real dishonest with himself, you know what I mean? And maybe that's what this whole thing is. Maybe he's actually fooled himself into thinking that he's not as kind of fake and manipulative as he actually is. That's dangerous.
We're gonna push you past your limits today in a new edition of Katie's Truth or...
We got this dare situation now. What do we got? They're about to do all these little dares and it's gonna be pretty gross. They did this kind of thing on Tayshia's season last year. I love that she says, like, this is what the kind of thing I need to see if, you know, they're the right kind of a guy. This is really telling. I'm like, for real? If we're in real life, you're gonna have your guys go run around and eat massive amounts of cake and pasta to prove a point to you? I don't think so. I'm just saying.
We have to eat the entire plate.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, I haven't had a Twinkie in a minute, and when I first saw it, I was feeling good about it. But no. My gosh, no.
Tell me where you like to be touched.
Andrew's going in for real.
I want to know every spot that you like.
Oh my God.
Yo, I mean, honestly, Andrew, that was really good, you know? No, okay, so obviously Andrew, I think this moment right here is where Andrew kind of takes a leap up the charts for Katie. For one, that was pretty dope. Like, let's just keep it real. What he said was smooth. He did the accent, which was funny from night one. It's a callback. But then also, the other girls who Katie kind of looks up to thought it was sexy. So then, you know how it is, like, every time your friends think somebody that you have is, like, dope, it makes you like them even more, that kind of thing. So I think Andrew was just, like, jumping up in the mix. I do appreciate a good British accent, you know, really do, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say that mine's better, guys. I'll let you judge in the comments below. Do you think that I have a better British accent, or does Andrew?
Oh, Katie.
I don't know what's up with Greg's. It's funny. I think it's funny. I think he knows they're listening and it's a joke because his is pretty funny. Keep in mind, they only show Greg's and Andrew's little moment of them talking sexy to Katie. So I feel like that's kind of a telling thing in terms of the edit. They're the only ones that are kind of really, you know, stepping up in this one. The ones that there's actually a future with. Just saying. Just saying.
No! Oh, God! Love is doing the hard things for the right person.
I'm gonna guess the producers told Trey or asked him, hey, would you be down to wax your butt? But why would you just make that your first choice? Is that really your hairiest part too? Really? Damn, bro. Oh my gosh, all that food too, the cake, the pasta. And of course they make it things that you would like to have, but then in just such a disgusting amount. Oh my goodness. Oh.
2 habanero peppers.
I would like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like if Sharielle asked me to do all those things, like, all right, I would do anything she asked me to do, real talk, but I'd have some questions, you know what I mean? And in the dating process, like before we'd even had a first kiss, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna tell you something right now, okay? I am not about to eat these peppers and all this food and do this weirdness, okay? I'm not. Probably. Here he goes, Andrew getting his little one-on-one time. Oh yeah.
So I hear you like T-Bell.
Oh my God!
Not a huge Taco Bell fan myself, you know? My mom and brother were and are. I had to eat too much of it as a kid because of that, and still working it out. Still working through that whole process with those guys. I mean, Andrew's coming through, okay? He's feeling confident. He's found his sweet spot officially, so now he's going in there. This is, okay, it's, okay. Front runner, I'm just gonna say it. Gotta be a front runner.
I know tonight we're talking about truths.
Nobody knows who this guy is, you know? He's been in the background a couple times. No offense, but we don't care, so.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like in high school right now. I feel like my mind's going nuts.
And Greg. It's funny that he says he feels like he's in high school because he reminds me of like a 90210 actor, you know what I mean? Both in hair and just like vibe, just kind of angsty, you know? More Brandon Walsh. Brandon was cool, but you know, he's not Dylan. Okay, they like each other. It's obvious. There's a thing there. It's nice to see. Like I said, not as exciting as Andrew, and definitely even Michael A is more fun to watch, I think, because, you know, it's about the story, but this seems to be Katie's speed, so I feel like, end of the day, this guy might be the, you know, the actual front runner.
If I'm gonna be truthful with Katie, there are things about Thomas that should be brought to her attention.
Trey's really jumping in to take the lead on this whole thing. I think he's taking it real personal.
You're letting him manipulate you? That ain't manipulate me.
Oh, Andrew, damn, okay. Wow, Andrew's like, yo, I didn't get manipulated, you did. Katie, if she has, she'll figure it out, but yo, if you have an issue with it, deal with it. But don't put it on Katie, let her deal with her issue, you deal with yours. I like where Andrew's coming from, and even Mike gets it too. He's like, yo, look, she's having a good day today, she's happy. Like, I think we should try to preserve that.
I know my relationship with Katie is strong, dude. I'm only focusing on that. You're so concerned about this guy.
He knows his relationship with Katie is strong. He's focusing on that. That's what the people that go far in the show or win or become the Bachelor, those guys always say something like that because they're not focused on the drama. They're focused on the person that they're there for. That's what's important. I love Trey, but he's really kind of, he's missing the mark on this one, you know?
He's getting first date roses, bro. He's getting group date roses. Like,
dude, it should be about the time. He's getting all her time. He's getting her attention. That's what you want. The roses come when you get that. Come on, man.
I get everyone wants to protect her, but it's a cop-out. You know, it's insecure.
Yes, Andrew gets it. It's a cop-out. It's insecure. She is a smart girl. Here's the deal. If she asks, or if you're so down and it's stressing you out and she asks, hey, what's on your mind? Tell her, by all means. But don't just offer up information like that and ruin the girl's day. Because I like both these guys. You know what I'm saying? I just think one's more mature than the other one. That's all it is.
man, if when she looks back at this and sees that you valued 15 minutes with her over protecting potentially the rest of her life.
Trey, nah, man. I don't agree with you at all. You know what? You know what it is? Andrew has a relationship with Katie. Trey doesn't have a relationship with Katie. So he's like trying to grasp at it either way. So Andrew can focus on his relationship with Katie because he knows it's there. He has the confidence in it. Trey's insecure, doesn't think he has much, so he thinks he's got to go and try to, quote unquote, save her, do some big gesture for her through this, because this is the only way that he can really get close to her, right?
I think it is good that Trey may be saying something to her.
Okay, Greg, if you feel that way, why didn't you tell her then? Yeah, because you weren't thinking that about protecting her then, right, dude? So this is where the BS comes in. Now, I'm not saying Greg's a bad guy, but kind of selfish already, you could tell. Because if he really felt that way, he's like, nah, I wasn't going to tell her.
I just want to let you know, from my perspective and the perspective of some other guys in the house as well, most of the guys.
And here's what Trey doesn't realize when doing this is that, of course, she wants to know this information. Yeah, that makes sense, right? But the way that she finds it out is crucial. It's like, think about for you. The person bringing you the bad news about this, if they're close to it and involved in it in any way, that person reeks of the whole situation, right? And you don't feel good about it, so then you kind of got this stank on you from that whole thing. So it doesn't actually put you in a good light at all. It makes her trust you, that's neat, but if you're looking for romance, that ain't the way to go, bruh. To be honest, it's also a little bit patriarchal. What Andrew is saying is that he trusts her to be able to make up her own mind. Regardless, she'll figure it out for herself, right? He trusts her to do that. But if he had to protect her, I believe that he would step in and do something if it came down to it. But in the meantime, he ain't worried about Thomas. He knows that Thomas ain't nothing to be worried about. So he's not going to worry about it. But to put that much emphasis on another dude in a situation like this, when you have power to do so many other things, like romance the girl, that to me just shows definitely a level of immaturity, insecurity, and a little bit of control. Like you're trying to control this rather than give her something good and let her control it.
So, yeah. I think the big thing is we just trust your intuition.
Oh, yo. Okay, Greg. Greg is sneaky. What? So Andrew was the one saying, yo, let's trust her. I trust her. That's all I need to... We should all just trust her. What's the deal? Greg is the one that was like, well, Trey should tell her. And then he comes out first and says, well, we trust you. I'm just saying. If that's not chess moves in the middle of this whole thing, I don't know what is.
How? It kills me. It kills me.
When she gives Trey the rose here, it seems kind of like surprising because she had really great connection moments with Andrew and Greg. She kind of had to give it to him because he gave her that big piece of information, right? Which she is going to use regardless. I think that part of the reason she gave the rose to Trey was because if she gave it to either Greg or Andrew in front of each other, and those are the two guys she cares about the most, I think it's pretty obvious. I think that could make one of them feel jealous. So I definitely think that was on her mind too. And I think that the Trey bringing that to her attention actually was just like gave her an out to be like, oh, phew, okay, that made it much easier. I'll give him the rose. I don't have to deal with it with these guys right now. Just a thought.
I had someone from my past reach out to me.
No, they did not, Tayshia. Nobody called you to reach out and say, hey, I really want to be with Katie. I want to give it a shot. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. If it did go down that way, all right, then I'm wrong, straight up. But I'm 99.9% sure that's some producer action right there. Can we just be real about it, please? Like, come on. Producers put that together. White shoes. Green jacket. Bracelets on his wrist. Are they really trying to hide who it is? Like, honestly? So they probably shot it this way thinking that they weren't going to have revealed it, even though they revealed it in a trailer, like, what, 2 weeks ago or something? Maybe even the first trailer. I can't even remember. But we know who it is. Why are they trying to hide it?
It's Blake. Hi.
You look so good.
I don't know. How do you guys feel about Blake? Comment below. Are you guys Blake fans? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. What the hell?
Yeah, I know.
I don't like it. If you actually really felt this way about her and you wanted to give it a shot with Katie, then you wouldn't do it on TV. And she's so right. She sees the red flags. Homie has freaking dated 3 bachelorettes if I bring him on my show. 3. okay, Katie, I feel like she's getting rid of one Thomas to replace him with another Thomas. You know what I mean?
Thomas knows that he's been outed. You know, I just don't know.
He's probably plotting right now.
Okay, I don't like that. And that's the one thing about having Chris Harrison as the host, or a host in general that knows what they're doing, a professional. Because for her to say he's probably plotting right now, she is directly influencing the lead of the show. I don't know, that didn't make me feel good. That's all I'm saying.
They can put me through anything they want. They can say anything they want about me, but I'm going to fight.
Thomas comes in there, you know, this is his chance to really do something, right? Make a declaration of some kind. And he basically just goes in there and does what he's been doing this entire show and just says a big generalized positive outlook on me type of thing. Doesn't get into any specifics. Doesn't even say that what they're saying isn't true or try to defend himself. He doesn't really defend himself. He just says, I'm gonna fight no matter what. I'm gonna keep fighting, keep keeping on. Bruh, like, you're once again not actually saying anything of substance or value, not owning up to anything, taking zero accountability. Bruh, you just keep proving more and more how shady you are.
I initially was kind of close with Thomas and then got really, really confused. And then I realized that that confusion meant something.
I'm confused right now. You know what I mean?
These guys want to paint me into something that I'm not.
Man, Katie, he's literally just smoothing it over with paint. Like, there's a mark on the wall and he's just trying to cover it up with paint, and you're like, I like the way the paint looks, you know? I can actually forget what was actually on the wall now. We all know what's on the wall, Katie. Damn, I feel good about that. That was off the cuff right there. I just came up with that. That's a pretty good metaphor. Come on.
The last thing I wanted was to take up any more time, and
It's midnight, brother.
It's midnight, bro. Dang, they shoot these shows so late, though. I feel like I've heard they shoot them till like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning sometimes. If it's just midnight, they haven't even seen her yet. Think of this in terms of production. Katie comes out whenever, maybe 5-10 minutes, but in reality, probably another hour from this point in real time. And then they still have to, if they're doing it, do a cocktail party and then a rose ceremony. It just makes you think about this production aspect of these relationships, what kind of sleep these people are getting. They can't contact people from the outside. It's a weird environment. I could see why people fall in love here. I could see why, like, you know, it kind of makes people lose their minds a little bit too. Let's be real.
I can't even look at him. I can't look at him. I'm so angry.
Okay. Hunter, I know you mean well, and you started out good. I gave you love last week for the way you went about things, but you're way too intense now. Everybody's so intense.
We brought it up.
He's still here. So it's still guessing he's in the same spot.
Don't yell at me.
So Andrew and Aaron getting into it. I'm gonna be real. I still side with Andrew all day. I think he could chill out a little bit though in his argument. Make the point and move on. Don't keep hammering it home with a group full of dudes that are not fully on the same page. But, you know, I think he's right, though. And he can say that because he's one of the few guys that actually has a relationship with Katie, right? It's like the guys that don't have enough of a connection with Katie are putting all that aggression into Thomas. Some of these guys just need to chill out a little bit, though.
I heard a lot of things. Thomas, I'm sorry you feel ostracized by the house.
Huh. That's interesting that she said that right there. I think she said that to get the guys riled up so that they would tell her something. Like, she wanted to see how they reacted to her saying that, I think. Because that's kind of weird for her to just, they don't usually put stuff like that on blast fully like that, but she's going for it.
I'm trying my best right now to, you know, be present for you guys, and that's really what I can hope to do.
You could tell she is just numb and being forced to do this production-wise. I feel like this is uncomfortable in a way to watch. She seems just totally fried and burnt out emotionally.
I think a lot of guys are putting that aside and coming together as a group to protect you.
Hey man, I'm not sure who told you that your hair was cool. They lied. So I just wanted to make sure we could get that out there on the table as a friend. It's kind of funny. Is this the episode where like all the people that we don't care about and haven't seen all season get some FaceTime? I just feel like that's what's going on this episode, which I'm happy because we get to see him talk a little bit, but it also just kind of confirms that we don't care. Am I wrong? Is that mean? I don't know. I'm just saying. These guys aren't really that exciting. I feel like that's kind of why it went the way it went, you know?
I missed you like crazy.
Michael A! Why is it like a breath of fresh air that he's on TV right now?
I cannot stop thinking about our date.
Really?
Everybody else has been kind of lame and in the drama. Like even Andrew and Greg, who you know you're kind of rooting for. But Michael A, that's my guy right there. Just feels good, doesn't it? It's like, hey, what's up, dude? Positive vibes. And I think Katie totally is feeling the exact same way right here.
Thomas?
The look on everybody's face when she calls Thomas up there, oh my goodness, hilarious. Like, Justin's looks, now it feels like he's trying. Hunter's is easily one of the best. Just like, looks like a kid who just found out Santa Claus doesn't exist anymore.
You're selfish, unkind, and a liar.
Ooh, ooh.
Your Bachelor audition ends tonight, so get out.
Ooh, Katie went hard on him, for real, damn. Okay, they did a good job because I didn't see her going at him like that. I thought she would let him go, but she got into him. Like, now you look terrible going into the world after this show. Damn, bro, damn. Ooh, ooh. She said everything bad about you that could be said about what you did. And she said it to your face on national TV. Oh, that can't feel good. It can't. And we don't feel bad for it either because we saw it too. So, yeah, wow. All right, and that's it, guys. That's the end of the episode. The big drama carried over from last season, from last episode. And Thomas is now out. But we might have a new Thomas in Blake Moynes. Moynes. That's like Whit and Rye always say. If you guys don't watch Whit and Rye, they're hilarious. You should check them out. Blake, I don't know. I think he could be a potential Thomas type dude. I don't know if I trust him. If he really did care, like I said, why would you just not try to date her afterwards or do it the right way like normal people, you know? If it doesn't work out on the show, hit her up when she gets off. But, you know, I digress. There was tension in the house between what they should do about Thomas. Now that Thomas is gone, I'm curious to see if there's still tension there or if they're going to start then banding together to go against Blake. Because, you know, these guys that don't have any real connection with Katie are spending a whole bunch of time just diving into the drama because it's the only thing they have going for them. So I'm curious to see what happens. I do think that Blake and Katie are going to have a little storyline. I think there's going to be a little romance there.